advice for double under push-up or an AS to a push-up where you kind of double in so the rope rotates under you as you're going down. The big thing that helps this one tremendously is setting the rope out in front of you first and then pulling it and going underneath, right? So most people will go from this standing position here and then drop all the way down into a push-up, which is not only jarring, but it really throws off your timing and it's kind of tough. So rather than doing that, a great way to kind of approach this is to jump, point at the ground, and let the rope kind of lay out. I'll do it super similar, but the AS is a little bit different and it's a little bit scarier, honestly. Because there's more of a chance for you to kind of catch, and Juan, I'm sure you realize this, there's a chance for you to kind of catch and then get yourself caught up and then hit the ground pretty hard. So same kind of idea. You want to set up for that AS in the exact same way of laying the rope out here and then crossing and letting the rope come over. Now, when you're in that position, you need to hold that cross until the rope passes underneath your feet, and then you can go into the push-up. So this tends to happen pretty quickly, but you really just want to make sure that a lot of people will pull out early, right? They'll pull out of the cross really early, and it'll go up on their ankles, kind of ruins it. One really awesome drill, it's a different skill, but a good drill for this is actually AS cross into a double under. It's a very similar mechanic because you have to be patient with the AS in order to let that happen. But it'll kind of teach you to elevate out of the AS and keep your hands in the position. The big unlock for that typically is that, you know, it's just forcing your body to stay in the AS cross longer than you think you can. Not too long, obviously, because if you stay too long, then you're gonna slap the ground really hard, but you definitely wanna hold that AS a little bit longer than normal. Yeah, when you go into the AS, kind of whether you're doing double the push-up or AS push-up, you kind of want your chest already close to the ground, your hands already close to the ground, so you're minimizing the distance you're traveling, right? So for double under push-up, what I was saying earlier is being here. If I'm in this position right here, my hands are pointing at the ground and I can get really low to the ground and easily pull and execute that push-up, right? So here, so I'm already super close to the ground and it's very minimal impact on my body to just elevate a little bit and then boom, hit the ground, pop back up. AS is very similar, but you want to be able to, again, hold that AS and not get caught up. The drill, the AS to a double under, is really great because it forces you, again, to hold that position. So Sharina's right. You're definitely gonna be leaning forward a little bit, but you got to make sure, like with any kind of a ground cross, you're not going to be standing, like you're not going to be vertical in a ground cross. You are going to be facing the ground, but you want to make sure that you're not, your hips don't elevate so high that it pushes you forward and you fall forward. So right, and so it's kind of holding that position and being really strong and then being able to still elevate and just being comfortable with it. So